Greetings, traveler.
I think the warrior was really fun. We're going to be playing a lot of shaman as well, but we'll do another warrior.
None are stronger than I.
Like, do you hear this, like, looping through the mic, for instance?
None are stronger than I.
If that's fine, then we're good, yeah. Sleepless Shady means a potato stream. Get your no bets in. Nah, man, I slept some. I slept from like 11 till 1 a.m. and then I was up for a bit, and then from like 1:30 to 6 a.m. So, like, it's not like I haven't slept at all. It just hasn't been like a nice, clean 8 hours. You're not convinced about Control Shaman? No, me either. I think we need to experiment with just pick all the jades. What is this bucket of crap? Oh man. I guess it's the Soul Claimer, it's never the rat. But it's very rarely the rat. I guess we just pick this as A3, right? It's just a little bit weird. So upgrade counts as a weapon. It messes with summoner, but that's very specific. So for those of you who weren't here yesterday, we focused on just staying alive as the warrior. So we could pick the bouncer here for the 4, or we could pick the upgrade. It's somewhat close. Rat to survive? Not if you put a Bach Reaper on the board for them, right? Seems counterproductive. I don't know, it's a little bit too weird. It's not the Corpse Raiser. The Corpse Raiser requires you to be on the board too much. It's gonna be either the bouncer or the upgrade. That's actually, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how good upgrade is in the style we're trying. I guess it's early game defense, right? It's somewhat okay. We'll try it out. Somebody's holding out all the good cards for us. Shout to cycle? I think so, over the smith, but I'm not sure. Upgraded longsword? Yeah, upgrade on the longsword is pretty sick. I might just pick the 2, honestly. I think that's gonna help us better in terms of mulliganing for early game, right? Oh, okay. Probably smith, still kind of sick in warrior. Heroic strike could actually also be the pick, but... So we want good 3s, we want good 4s. Then 5s are like not as important, but we still want some. Not sure on this one. Just being able to deal like... I don't know, this is kind of weird with the weapons, right? Like putting this on the longsword is kind of nuts, of course. But I think it's the smith, but yeah, somewhat close. Probably the priestess, but it's a little bit of a weird draft so far. We're picking up a lot of early game. Hey. Fool's Bane was absolutely insane. That doesn't mean we don't pick the Blood Razor, but Fool's Bane was just legit insane. And we have the upgrade as well. It's not the cultist, I think, even though we want really good 3s. These are 2 weapons that are pretty good at making us survive, or allowing us to survive. Just gonna check Light Forge, how far they're apart on there. I love how the Blazing Longsword is like 283, bam. Fool's Bane is 166. Oh, it's actually quite a bit above the other weapon, right? Yeah, 126 versus a... Fool's Bane was only insane because of Violet. And I noticed you get Violet offered somewhat frequently in Warrior, so... But yeah. Just really good. Ho 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 ho! Alright, so we really want those premium 3s, but obviously we go with the longsword. Never looking really good for spellstones. Okay, I think with these picks so far, we can double down on early defense and just like, or just defense in general, and then try to pick up spellstone here and there. Berserker seems good. Just want that curve now. When I have enough 3s, when I have enough 4s. Probably the Monk, even though Mindbreaker is good. Monk is just that little bit extra premium. Might be the Corsair, to be fair. And Warrior on a Blazing Longsword, that can be insane. Spellbreaker is still a really good card right now. It's funny how the Squire normally is like the best card here, but I don't think it's the best card at all. Normally I'd pick the Breaker just because silence, you know, with all the steeds. Maybe it should still be the Breaker. Do we have some close calls yesterday, guys, in our warrior deck? We were defending the entire time. Like, the breaker is better when you're on offense. You're trying to get through taunt. Yeah, I skimmed over it. I haven't really looked at it in depth yet. I only noticed it right before I was gonna stream. What do I pick here, guys? It's tempting to go with the Corsair for the longsword, but maybe I should just stick with the breaker. Because silence is pretty good. I guess I could test the silence in this kind of warrior and see whether we still like it. Defensively, you don't silence that often. Just maybe a swing to get rid of their steed. That's probably the one thing, right? So right now we have 3 weapons to be upgraded. Your magic shall not save you. Alright, we'll test the breaker, but I think it's really close. Just because I don't know. If you don't know, try it out. Here's our spellstone number 1. Bog Creeper's nice defense, but Execute helps us swing once again, right? Like, Execute was very, very good last time. So I think I still pick the Execute here. And we let the other taunts carry us. Sudden Genesis isn't terrible, but I don't think it's the kind of thing we want, right? Just pick the early game. Informant's really nice. Corrupted Seer is AoE though, so more defensive. I think I go for the Seer. Like, Seer allowed us to survive last time a couple times, right? Poor Gibber, you don't deserve to be down here, buddy. Let me pull you back into the light. Second Execute. Probably still the second one. Banshee not as important in this kind of style. Here's a chance for our Naga. Don't think it's the Drake, it's the Sunwalker or the Naga.
And his name is John Stamos!
Thank you, Mad Baltic. Getting close to the 2 years indeed. Booyah! What's up, man? Could you guys hear that as well or not? Like, through the mic. Just checking all the alerts, whether any of them is too loud or are too loud. Thank you, Matt Baltic. Welcome back, man. I guess we could try the Corsair, but Sunwalker's so good to stay alive. Like, yeah, Naga on the longsword is sick, but longsword itself is already sick, so I think if we draw it, we're good, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the defense. Just taunt, 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 staying alive. I think we got somewhat rewarded with the cookie pickup after that. I feel like the sound was never better. Cheers. Mo Sunwalker. Man, I really feel like you just, like, even though our first couple picks were pretty bad, the quality in Warrior is so nuts. Look at this shit. This might actually be the ghoul. 2 Fool's Banes are not as good, of course. And you have, ooh, yeah, we have 2 Executes. It's definitely not the second Fool's Bane, it's between the other 2, right? We need that ping. I think the ghoul is a bit easier to set up and just a better card, I think. That's what you get for not really playing a lot of Warrior. It's higher on the Light Forge as well. 1 Spellstone though. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 weapons so far. We could definitely do with a 4th. But I think the ghoul is too good, right? Probably gonna get 1 more weapon at some point. I don't mind picking 2 of these guys, not at all. Obviously, if I knew I was gonna get 2, I probably would have picked the other one. Frothing is a better card, but it's not as good defensively, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with another ghoul. With 2 Executes, it's kind of hard to argue with that. Guess we could pick up a weapon now. Because Crusher is kind of slowed, so this is just, I mean, it's all slow, right? But this would just be a trigger for Spellstone. Could also pick the Panther. I don't think it's the Crusher. Yeah, if we hit another Spellstone, the Knuckles are fine. They're so slow, though. Maybe I shouldn't pick them, right? The whole staying alive thing worked rather well last time. And Knuckles are not good at staying alive. Panther is better for staying alive. Not particularly Roop, but overall, don't worry about it. How you doing? We had, how many weapons did we have yesterday? But yeah, this is not a good weapon for what we're trying to do. Fuck it. Alright. Chain Gang. Slam's not bad either. I just want to be able to hit that 3 into the 4. Yeah. Ooh, Lone Champion. It's like really, really nice. I guess it's Portal. Just a little bit more survivability. Revenant is just, you know, like, yeah, we have the ghouls, but it's just so clunky. Okay. This might be Stormwind, just because we're not getting a second Spellstone and our value isn't that high. So it's like it gives us that second win condition, right? Because I don't really think we need the 2 with so many 3s. Yeah, I feel like we're doing well on defense now. I think I want another win con. Honestly, it's probably the Apprentice for pings, right? Deck's not heavy enough. Well, weapons generate a ton of value, but yeah. It's definitely a good experiment to see exactly where we're at. I think I want the ping more. Could be the shout, but I think I want the pings more. Alright, I think we're fine picking Valkyr here. We can also pick Armor Smith. The reason I'm considering Valkyr is because once again the deck is looking okay on defense. So then just having another 5 seems good, right? Yeah. Ooh, and a bit of a disappointing pick at the end. Is it ever Stolen Goods? We have Chain Gang. 2 Sunwalkers. That's it though. But Meat Wagon is out of the question. And Cold Light Seer is just so unexciting. Since when do you not draft 2 drops? It depends on the strategy. Like, in this particular strategy, the 2s aren't that important. You want to have a strong 3 into a strong 4, and that usually offsets your lack of 2s. The Stolen Goods is really bad, but they're all really bad, and I think you still just pick it. Because if you hit the Chain Gang, you're actually in business, right? Alright, so once again, a really defensively oriented deck. Didn't really get the second Spellstone or the 4th weapon. But overall, this is still a good test, right? To see how it goes. It'll hit eventually. It's very possible that it won't. We're not going to hold Chain Gang for it. So then you're stuck drawing it, you know, hoping you draw it before a Sunwalker. But I agree, I don't think the Murloc is going to have impact, so.
Garrosh versus Liadrin.
I don't really like Brass Knuckles. Yeah, it's Brass Knuckles is so slow. It looks like we can do some damage with this, right? I think this is yet again another really, really good deck to just see how well the just surviving strategy works.
Reporting for duty.
Ho ho ho.
I live to serve the Lich King.
Alright, let me go over the chat. Panther's good defense, yep. Hey Shady, how are you finding it so far? I got destroyed hard in the arena now. Never would have experienced a second MC Tech. Yeah, like, or never would have expected to say. Yeah, MC Tech is, I think MC Tech's one of the only things I dislike about this format. I wonder if we just equip the sword here. That's pretty good. That did more than a 4/4. It's probably fine to just play the Swordsmith here. And then next turn equip a weapon. And then on turn 5 Ravaging Ghoul. You gotta keep an eye on me, guys. Like, my first few games, I'm so prone to making huge mistakes. Is it ever the longsword here so I can already Ghoul? I think we want something on the board, right?
Bring me steel.
Bring me steel. Yeah, I don't know how I do that though, Zerwas. If you can tell me, then I'll do it. Like that's usually the issue with a lot of things. Like, hey Shady, why don't you do this? It's like, tell me how. You gonna go after the master? He is. Okay. Longsword bump. Razorfin Hunter face. Razorfin Hunter trade. Ghoul trade. I think those are our options. I don't like the longsword play. So, what's the worst that happens here? Kings, trade here. Kings is acceptable, right? I don't think we knock the shield off.
Don't mess with
We want to get our weapons down for sure. We could maybe start with the Fool's Bane because it's easier to deplete that one. And then on turn 6 play the longsword and the ghoul.
Options.
He's called McFly. Alright. Oh no.
Not on my way.
Yeah. So what this means is I am going to steed this motherfucker. Don't kill it. Oh man. Combo breaker. This is so scary if he steeds it. Like, sure, it can't attack, but still. Fool's Bane.
What now?
You have to take 12 here, my god. He's up to something though, right? We can just Fool's Bane and then next turn Longsword and then play the things. You'd have to hit this 3 times. Kill it off with this. Trade this here, trade this here. You're taking 14 damage. But I think that's the right line because you want to deplete it anyway. It's so fucked up though. That's so fucked up. But you just can't let him steed a 412 if you don't have execute, right? Like, no, how much is it? A 614? Dude, will you fucking stop playing these insane steed targets? I think I might just go with the boys here. This dude is like crazy. Well, I mean, I have to go with the chain gang line here now. Which means we might just get 2 5/5s. I can't kill this one. Right.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Sure. Just kill it. I can't even kill it. Alright, let's see it, buddy. Probably gonna have to settle for 2 5/5s. Not a steed, PogChamp. It's just one of those epic 2-loss or 0-0 brackets games. Sometimes you just don't even realize what you were worried about, right guys? I think the 5/5s are probably still better. We could get more. But I don't have anything to go with this. Yeah, I think the 5/5s are just fine here. I'm already happy he didn't steed me. Jebaited? Shady got jebaited. I need to be so careful with making reads at 0/0. Sometimes he's like, I just like a Divine Shield plant, okay? Stop reading into it. Like, who the fuck plays Razor Leaf with a Divine Shield on it, right? And then be like, maybe I just liked the way it looked. Why do you have to make a thing about this? Okay.
I'll never tell.
Okay, it's one of those games. I got you. I got you, buddy. I got you. Can happen to everyone. I think I just get rid of this guy and just health buff my boys.
Steel swine.
Ghoul. Easy ghoul, PogChamp.
Delicious spider.
So this game went a lot better than expected. When he started jamming insane steed targets, I was like, oh, he's gonna do it. Jebaited. Did we really give him a well played there? Well, a well played is more like a virtual handshake, right? It's just something you do after the game. After a game, you usually don't like not shake the guy's hand and be like, you didn't play well enough, I'm not gonna shake your hand. Yeah. Fool's Bane is such a sick card. Don't think we keep it. I think we need to find the minions more, but it's pretty sick. We want another 3. We want Spellstone. Maybe I do keep it. I don't think so though. It takes so much damage. It's like not the best setup versus mage anyway. We could have kept the 4. I think finding either a 2 or another 3 is more important. And with either a 2 or another 3, I mean another 3. And maybe Master Swordsmith. Oh baby. We don't deserve this curve with this kind of... we don't deserve this hand with this kind of curve. Against mage, the breaker is probably worse than a Naga. It's more like a paladin tech thing.
Time runs out on me.
I see. Staring him down with the priestess. He didn't keep any of his cards, so he was there for the mulligan. Oh, I don't have the deck tracker up. Sorry, guys.
Bring me steel.
More training.
We could have played a 3 there, but we got a free turn anyway.
Time runs out on me.
Just gotta play fast. There we go. Gotta go fast, boys. Oh man, Warrior is doing so well. Well, I guess we don't have to all play the guy that's not there. Alright.
Get up.
9.4 feels good, man.
Your soul shall be mine. Victory.
Yes, sir, it shall be mine. I see how you play, Warrior. Just gibber on 1, baby. Gibber on 1 is all you need. We could, like, throw this, but it's pretty good for the game, even though we have gibber. Fast game? He wasn't there. Easy no 1-drop. I don't think so. I need to coin the sword, but It's a pretty PogChamp combo. Read it and weep it, sir. An army of gibber is coming for you. If he taps here, we'd probably just play another gibber and play priestess. And then ghoul can never be played.
So many possibilities.
I don't even know what he says. What's up, Borscht? Oh, just keep feeding the weapon, baby. Keeps feeding the weapon. I guess we play a priestess and 2 gibbers here. Maybe I should hold back on 1 gibber, I don't know. This seems good enough, right? Keep 1 for when he AoEs us here.
I am one with the candle.
Sure thing. So here the Murloc would have been better, because at least there was something to play. But I guess we can just play more gibbers.
More training?
I think I'm just gonna keep 1, right? Like if he doesn't AoE this, kinda winning anyway. Let's hope she buffs one of the other ones. Okay, so Dreadlord is obviously annoying. The face hits, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he top decked the Defile, and this is something he picked from the thing. Okay. We could Fool's Bane that. It's like not a huge waste. Could also Ghoul and hit it. Can't pick Duplicate or Effigy. If I play this first, it doesn't work, right? I think you still play this first, and we'll go from there. It's kind of weird. Sure. It can't be Duper Effigy? Yeah, it can't be. Cool top deck, number 2. Alright. We could Fool's Bane that, but I think we just buff our gibbers, right? Because he needs to trade them anyway if he wants to play things.
I will purify the fallen.
Dr. Gibber, let's go. A little early on our ghoul there. I don't know, Forbidden Ritual doesn't really seem like a super popular card. I really hope he just trades all of them into the gibbers, that would be super fun. Wow. 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 Gibbers, baby. He hasn't discarded yet, right? Ooh, Spellbreaker's good in this matchup. I like to hit his face, but I don't think we can. I guess we see what we roll from this thing. I don't think we're playing the Fool's Bane here.
What now?
I could play both of these, but this is so good versus Void Lord that I think I have to hold it. Oh! Now we could go phase. I think that's fine actually. It is still Warlock after all. Nice. It depends a bit on what reads you have from him, Tina. Like, do you have any reads that he might have extra crushing or so? Blood Fury? Oh wow, yeah, sure, sure. No worries, my friend. That's a good draw. That's a really good draw. Put some pressure out. Hard carried by the Gibber. Seems good. Alright, Void Lord, baby. Let's go. Man, imagine if Fool's Bane could go face with this thing. Oh, that'd be so good. So this always happens. This always happens. I don't think we can put a breaker. It's too good, right? And we're not in a rush. Not in a rush. Silence your Fool's Bane for lethal. But then I lose the Wind Fury, right? Portal? Damn. Dude, that's sick. He picked the scroll and it turned into a portal. That's actually sick. I think it's Seer, hit him, Hunter. Hopefully he just taunts 2/2/2 and then we kill him with the breaker. It's a bit weird. We don't have lethal yet. I think I just want the body on the board.
Don't mess with us.
Don't mess with Tuskar. Okay.
Out of my jungle!
How long can this go on? How long can this go on? Your magic shall not save you.
Nice. He completed a quest. Feels good, man.
Versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
Alright. Because we don't have a coin, I think I might just keep the 3 and the 4. It's not a premium 3. But we can't really assume to hit a 2. We do have some 1s. Longsword is better. It's not really that many better ones. Yeah, I think in this deck you're fine with that. Breaker might be a bit clunky. Yeah, him killing the Gibbers was wrong. He knows our weakness. Passing fast. Imagine if we have Chain Gang in the hand right now, that'd be insane. Thank you for the sub. I will look in just a moment. Can't miss on that 2 armor.
I wonder.
Easy pink face. Wow. That's so good for us. He didn't do nothing. I think the Stormwind pick might end up paying off. It was a gut feeling there. Just because normally I don't think it's that good for the kind of deck we want, but I think in this particular list it'll do work. Okay. We're good now. Patrick 93A, thank you for the sub, man. Good to have you here again. How you doing, Patrick? Wait, did he just ping my guy again? Okay. I like him. I like him a lot.
What now?
Man, we might actually get the Valkyrie on curve with this deck. That's insane. Where can I buy that premium Shady Top? Oh, this is just some regular, like, store-bought. For the Shadybunny merchandise, we currently have 20% off if you're interested in a Shady Easy hoodie or shirt. Love your stream, Shady. Thank you, Patrick. Thanks for the support, man. Ghoul means we can push face, but it's not necessary. It's better to just develop the Valkyrie and then curve out and save the Ghoul for when we need it.
I will purify them all.
Like, the Ghoul is tempting here, right? But I just go for this. Oh, let me change the command, because the command doesn't have the discount in it yet. You can scroll down below the stream, check out the panel, but...
What to do?
Spellstone drawn is nice. Alright, let me first do the turn. Sunwalker hit him in the face is kind of nice. It's better against Blizzard as well to go face, right? So... I don't know what he's doing, it's weird. It's probably gonna bait me into something. Okay, the command should be updated. There we go, okay. Good, good, good. Thank you for that. Flame Strike? That's crazy!
Behold the might of Shadybunny.
Please just play a taunt. I got your mail, by the way, Hongsta. Right now, it's a little hard to do co-ops with new people.
Amazing.
Oh, that's not how it works, honey. That is not how it works. I think I might just longsword him in the face just to get the stone upgraded, right? 5, 7, get this thing going. Rare? It's funny how people think, I mean, it's kind of normal to think that, right? It went up by 1, but once you know how the game works, it's like, that ping doesn't work there. What was I explaining? Oh yeah, that I got Hongsta's mail. Wait, you had Meteor? You had Meteor. Where did that come from? No, that was his top deck. Okay, okay. I was like, oh my god, you have Meteor. That's insane. You had to Google stolen good cards.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Take your medicine.
Your magic shall not save you.
Ah. How come you don't have the tracker plugin enabled? Because right now there's not really a function where I can have it work for both mobile and desktop. What I mean by that is But that means that desktop users will get both this list and the extension. And I've had quite some complaints of people that have both deck lists up then, and it's annoying and they have to keep clicking it away. And I just don't want to create a barrier to watching the stream, right? Where it's like, oh, I'd like to watch, but I have to fucking click this deck list away every time. So, yeah. It's more like an annoying issue that I don't really have a solution to right now. Against Rogue, I kind of want to just keep the Fool's Bane. Because, you know, it's kind of like keeping Volcano as a Shaman. Just being able to get back on the board. These wins feel so effortless. Well, if you build for defense, a lot of the time in the early stages of the run, your opponents will kill themselves, right? But I mean, this guy didn't do anything, right, the mage? I don't think there's much upside to playing this. You gonna chill?
You're not that
Okay.
shy.
Oh, stolen goods, come back.
Do you need a blessing?
I don't like playing the ghoul here. He just kills it with his face. If he trades in, the ghoul can kill it. If he does this, then we just Fool's Bane him. Which is why we kept the Fool's Bane, because it's... You just know you're gonna fall behind. Oh, and that's a great draw. Like, you just know you're gonna fall behind versus Rogue, so... This is like my general strategy versus Rogue. Just keep a catch-up mechanic in the hand.
Ride the polar bear express.
It's gonna start jamming face, like, I've had enough of your shit. Alright, so we can Ravaging Ghoul to kill it. Spiteful might be good enough. Let's give it a moment of thought. So what's the most annoying thing that can happen? If we Spiteful and he saps it and he goes off, then we can Ghoul execute something, right? So it's really not that bad. I think it's cool.
They all bend to my command.
I don't think we want to take 8. I don't think we want to just play a Ghoul. This is a bit scary though, just dropping a 5-drop into a rogue that already has a 3 damage weapon equipped. It's definitely a bit scary. One of the best things that can happen for us is him just dropping a big boy and us having the execute swing. Okay. I'm assuming he'll go in with the 4-4. Yeah. This is totally fine for us, right? We get to keep killing stuff. Let's put the Sunwalker down into the 3 damage weapon.
Truth is my
Hey Taro. Yeah man, I'll have a look at it. If you have some like TLDRs on this is the data and this is why it matters, I'd be more than grateful. I think one of the more important things is figuring out which classes have a bonus to getting the good cards, right? So we could use Face and 1 Ghoul. And then Chain Gang.
What now?
That's not bad. Our cow would go to 2. Be completely out on the board. Could also play the Razor Fen and then get the Gibber out. Let's see whether that's better or not. I like the trade here to play around
justice shall prevail.
the Doctor. I'm gonna play for Valkyr, even though that messes up the trail a bit. Actually, no. That's one of the only ways how I lose, right? Screw the Valkyr. No offense, go. The bin guy is in chat. How did you do that, by the way, Tara? Did you just do a bunch of drafts and retires, or?
At last, a worthy foe.
Okay. Ho ho ho. It's so sick. Subaru's Valkyr looks good. Let him kill a Gibber. Do we trade these guys? Don't have to play into Fan, right?
Sucks.
Actually, Subaru's Chain Gang's better then and get another one out.
Steel. Wow.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
I'll let him betrayal there, that's fine. I'll play a little bit for the Valkyr. Yeah, below average seems to be one giant bin for sure. Tara. No, our combo. I have no idea what they're doing above me, but I think they're moving around their entire furniture collection.
I will purify the fallen.
It really feels like they're doing this with a chair, like just like over the floor the entire time. But whatever. Dragon Priest is basically dead because all the Priest Dragon cards are in the same bin. Yeah, it's...
Garrosh versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Victory or death!
Oh. Could keep this hand. Priestess, coin Soul Claimer, then have Apprentice into Monk. That depends a lot whether he has a 1-drop or not. I think you keep that. It's weird. We might not want to keep the Apprentice. The Monk is a good keep though. But I think if you're keeping all this, it's kind of greedy to throw the 3. I think you keep it. Oh, that's a good alternative for if he plays something. I think you still get this out because it's kind of nutty if it sticks. But we can trade Coin alone, we can play the Soul Claimer, let it buff. It's 2 options. Peter coming out today? Yep.
Reporting for duty.
That'll be good fun. Soul Claimer looks like it'll be insane on this board.
I live
More
to
training.
serve the
Or with this hand as well, because we can ghoul to make another 2/2. Plus our turn 1 traded with his turn 2, wow. So giving up ghoul seems a bit weird, but I think because you get a 2/2 for it, it's pretty nice. So I play a 3/3 and a 2/2 versus a 2/4. But we also damage our thing and we give up our AoE. The fact that he didn't play anything makes me just want a lone champion. And then we have ghoul. Like, you're never going to be sad to have ghoul versus a paladin. Just doesn't happen. So I think I'm just going to lone.
I don't need any of you.
The fact that he skipped his turn is more than enough. Like, she's already done her job.
a glorious invention.
Hey, what's up, Lolioka? I'm doing really well. It's Hearthstone's a lot of fun right now. Like the changes are pretty huge. Should probably read up on that if you haven't already.
I am whining.
Cobalt to spawn 3 2/2s. Yeah, the Cobalt doesn't hit your own board. That's why it's playable. You got me. What the fuck's going on, man? What are these people doing? Do I need to ghoul here? Clearing is kind of important. But I don't know, just going for Valkyr and getting a Gibber down, maybe. So bump, Apprentice, Gibber, Hero Power. He can Consecrate us and get back in. He can Steat us though, which is bad. I think keeping it clear is better. We could just go for Ghoul instead of Apprentice. But I don't think it should be required. If he has the Consec, it'll be annoying. Maybe I should keep this. Nah, right. One execute, please. No. Blocked. Health buffing here doesn't do anything, so I guess you health buff this one. Maybe the Swordsmith. Yeah, the Swordsmith and this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, that's crazy. Can I kill it? I can. Maybe I should. I was like not gonna kill it, but it actually doesn't make sense, right? 5, 10. So everything in. Health buff. The Lone. So it survives. And the Smith and be on the board. Wow, that's sad. With 2 executes in the deck, but I don't think we can win if this gets steated.
Bring me steel shoes.
I will purify the fallen.
Wow, that's crazy. We're down a lot of cards because Etten went like 1 for 7. God. Oh my.
Justice.
Alright. Hey, there we go. This will go 1 for 2 at least, I think. So we can take the 10, right? Yeah. I don't think we go, it's not necessary yet. You got a rough idea of the class rankings? Just use HS Replay for now, Silvermane.
Reporting for duty.
Mage is number 1? Yeah, good luck with that. So, Ghoul. This is on 6. We can just use this and this. We can flip if we want to.
What now?
Face in the 4-1 seems natural here. This always goes face. I want the body on board. Do I make this into a 3-5 or am I gonna miss lethal then? I could just take the 12 actually. And then flip this. Oh, let's be a man. Give me back my cookie. God, man, give me that cookie. I think it's correct to develop it, but it's just annoying. 8, 11. The 4-1 goes in no matter what we do.
For me!
Dude, how long can you shuffle your furniture around? My God. Maybe it's... They have a kid. I think maybe the kid is just like, whee! Darn children. Do we play the Smith or not?
I wonder.
I don't know why I don't know. Maybe we did it wrong. Maybe we should have held on to the flip. I don't know, I don't know. Maybe we should just put it on the board. I'm having a hard time thinking. Yeah, I mean, mage is definitely not the best right now, Farso. Like, what are you basing that on? Are you basing that on, oh, mage has always been the best, so obviously mage is still the best.
It's time.
Have another dose!
Okay. Oh, thank God. That's enough, right? Yeah, definitely with the enrage. Finally. Burning the cookie was questionable. We paid for it. This guy just had big minions, right?
Versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
The ghoul's kind of a weird keep with the priestess, although it's not going to be alive. I don't see a reason where... Well, maybe, right? I need a 4 as well. It's a tough call. It's a really tough call. Oh yeah, I haven't seen upgrade yet. Yeah. He kept 1 card. What do I have to upgrade? The longsword. It's nice.
Do you need a blessing? Once upon a time.
Wow. A 5-3 doesn't really trade that well.
What now?
That's actually a pretty difficult decision now. It might be phase hero power, potentially. I think you coin the Panther and hope it works out. Actually, I don't think you can, right? But...
More training?
No. It just doesn't do anything, right? It's a 4-3? Yeah, 4-3. Same shit. Yeah. Make daddy proud. Very proud. Sorry, can you guys hear this as well? Because, like, I'm getting more annoyed because you guys might hear it. Upgrade, coin execute. Yeah, missing the 1-1 is unfortunate.
When Earth moves, empires fall.
It's fine, I guess. It's your boy Gibber. A little? Yeah. I'll give it a... I don't know, maybe I should... It's so weird, right? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Trying to figure out whether the Gibber is enough here. It saves you a little bit of health. You're gonna play a 5 next turn.
What now?
Yeah, it's pulling me more out of my concentration than I thought it would. Maybe it's because I didn't sleep that much. I think I will play it. If I can get the hero power out of him, it's good enough. You just trade it. Okay. We got the execute. Not really what we want here. You can ping this up to 5, but then that'd be perfect for us, right? If he just goes face with it. Time to silence the neighbors. No, I was just making some coffee. So Gibber saved us 6 health because we didn't have to hit, so that was 1 mana, 6 armor. I guess that's okay. Coffee makes everything better, guys. And I have these streaks where I don't drink it at all, and then these other streaks where I'm like, yo, this thing is definitely amazing. No, I think, yeah, my girlfriend told me they were cleaning, so they can't clean forever.
What to do? What to do?
Or can they? Oh, guys. Crossbolt, ping trade. I guess we might still have to execute. Maybe not. Execute is a Frostbolt here. Frostbolt's not a bad card. But do we need it to be more than that? I think we take it. It's just a bit awkward. I'm not gonna pre-hit because the champion... Actually, he will probably hit anyway, right? Maybe the pre-hit is better because he will probably take one out anyway. And I might need to use my face on something else. Gibber is an Ironhide now. +1, but yeah. That's Dingo, yes. So Cookie can kill it. Cookie plus Soul Claimer. Portal's really good for him. He can't portal yet if we champ, but if he fireballs and just trades, we're super sad. So I think we have to go in with the Cookie play. This is one of the first games we really feel that our deck might be a little bit too light.
I'm not ready.
Could be really good. Could be really bad. I don't want to get paranoid, but he's had this card since turn 1, so if he is watching the stream, then he knows that I'm gonna play Stormwind now. Or Runes, right? But it's more the Mirror Entity that scares me. I think I'm gonna Portal. Can I trade this? I think I have to, right? He's gonna trade anyway. I might actually go for the Stormwind next turn if I hit like a 2, right? Sure. Go Runes.
Truth is my shield.
So we would have been sad with any play. At least we saved our Stormwind at something. I don't know, when I see a secret from the very far left in his hand since turn 1, and I see it come out the moment I want to play a good minion, obviously as a streamer you become a little paranoid, right? Definitely a little tinfoil hat action going on there. But it's I don't know, don't you guys think that's a little fishy? Card hasn't moved. It's been there since turn 1. Right. Why don't you play in offline mode? I should, right? I should. I don't know. It's because I do a lot of co-ops as well, and it's kind of like annoying to like dip in and out. Oh my god.
They'll never know what hit them.
Well, regardless, this game would have been really difficult no matter what. I don't think the stream is big enough to be sniped regularly. This would be one game in the past week. I wouldn't call that regularly. But sometimes you have these games where you go like, kind of weird. Fool's Bane, baby, let's go. Also, the higher up in the wins you go, the more likely it is someone goes like, oh, hey, Shady. Watching the stream, maybe. But, yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal, right? It's definitely not a big deal. I just thought it was a little suspicious. So it's just the longsword and the Fool's Bane, right? Oh man, it just dies to the 4 and the ping. What else can I draw? I can draw my Execute, I can draw Fool's Bane. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is what I mean, where it's terrible, but it's done more work than a Murloc ever would, so. Sunwalker, go.
It's time for a lot.
Either way, going 6-0 with this deck, I'm fairly happy with that because it does feel like it lacks some late game. Just another weapon, another spellstone. Maybe not late game, just value in general. Oh boy. Maybe we should have mulled harder for spellstone. That's a potential play, yeah. Looking like the deck, it looks a lot worse than the 12-win one. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But it's cool that you see that the strategy at least does a lot of work. Once again, ideally you'd want more, but yeah.
Well met.
Greetings.
Ho ho ho! And just got a whole lot better.
X marks the spot.
Should probably still play the Ghoul. Would you rather play Standard or Wild Arena? Standard. Not even close.
I wonder.
Like, you could hit it. Next turn, hit it again. That could be better, you know? But we do have the Spellstone. We might have an upgrade. I think we just play the minion for now. Hero power, big plays. This sets it up for the longsword at least. You know, that's something. Tempo Ghoul! I blew up.
Let me think.
I've done it. It's about to say, if he doesn't play the secret here, I don't know what it is. Longsword looks good. I think we have to longsword first. If it's get down, it's not the worst. We still kill the Murloc, right? Yeah, it's the same shit.
Get down!
Get down! Even when you get countered, you don't really get countered. Oh man, this thing is so sick. It's like, get down, but take this guy with me. Too good.
Out of my jungle.
Out of my jungle. Thank you for that alley host. Ooh. I think Gibber is worth a weapon charge. Gibber's like, hey, you think? You think?
I wonder.
Well met.
Well met, forehead.
They all bend.
I'll just let him know. This is the dilemma, my friend. That weapon seems okay value. It's really, really good. It's like the best warrior card there is right now, I think. Watch Shady play the Sunwalker without the goods. If the situation calls for it, I will, yeah. I'm that guy. I'm just that kind of guy, you know?
Must I slay you again? At last, a worthy foe.
Alright, I think we can go Stolen Goods and Monk here. And then face in here, Gibber in here, go face in the next turn. Surprise him with LaFoud's Bane or maybe a Giant Sunwalker. You could also enrage it, but that doesn't seem to be worth it yet. Maybe it is. Enrage, trade. You take more face, which is not that relevant. You keep Gibber alive. I think we definitely do this. We definitely do this.
I am one.
So it's either face in here, trade the Gibber, keep this healthy. Don't take an extra 2. It's just the 1-1, which we have the 1-1 here, right? So I think it's fine. It's kind of close. If we didn't have a Gibber in the hand, I think I might have preserved it.
Hey, goons! Over here!
Sure. Can either silence or Fool's Bane. With Fool's Bane, we'd probably only use 2 charges. With silence, we'd have to double trade. I think I prefer the Fool's Bane, get it developed. On the other hand, it is Spellstone material. Silence, trade, gibber, hero power. Could set up for some insane Fool's Bane plays with 5 damage. He might have Tyrion, right? Yeah, he might have Tyrion. And another Divine Shield minion. We'll go with the Fool's Bane. Silence is worth keeping against Seeds. Yeah, but we're keeping him off the board. But he picked something from Stonehill, so I think saving Silence for that is not the worst idea either. I must choose. Alright.
Reporting for duty.
Pretty good Sunwalker. I know I'm definitely doing this. Well, actually, man, we're so close to killing him. Let's see if we can set up 2-turn lethal. Because I don't really mind him keeping a minion, because both Dino Size... Like, let's see if Dino Size is lethal, right?
Truth is my shield.
Do you need a blessing?
I'm definitely going face with this. I can use 1 charge and go face. I'm just like thinking about the last one here. I think it might be worth trading, right? Because I think I have the lethal anyway. Yeah. I think this is a nice middle of the road play. Was Enraging the Smith, play Sunwalker and 3 face an option? In what? In what position? He didn't use face, that's good. Not that it was good for him. Right. I think I might just hang on to the ghoul, right? When facing the basilisk. Well, I had stolen goods, right? Soup? Oh no, the Sunwalker was already buffed. I can't really think of your suggestion right now. I'll do my play and then I'll think about it. So what did I do and what would I done inside? Is MCT more common? Yeah, it's kind of awkward.
Put your faith in the light.
Well played.
Gadunk.
Reporting for duty.
Feels good to kill paladins, man. Feels good, man. I notice whenever I haven't been doing that well that all my bets are will we go 7+. That in my history there's no like 10+ in there, so we'll fix that.
Garrosh versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
Victory or death!
Alright, back to warrior. Back to good old overpowered warrior, right? No, just paladin, alright. Trying to defend as much as we can. Berserker could be a keep, but I don't think we want it. I think we are looking for the longsword, maybe the spellstone, a 1-drop, a good 3-drop. I don't mind hitting a good 4-drop in the mulligan as well. Fool's Bane, man. Whew. Somebody asked earlier whether...
Don't forget to tip your torrent.
let me get the tracker back up. Somebody asked me earlier whether I like Fool's Bane or the other weapon. I like Fool's Bane more. Like, or the Blood Razor. Okay, so we can coin out the Ravaging Ghoul, or we could coin out the Panther, or we could do nothing. I think I prefer doing nothing into Panther, into potentially coining out Fool's Bane. Okay, that makes me want to just play the Ghoul. Seeing as, at the very least, it's killing a dude. We could coin out the Aberrant, but that puts us in somewhat of a vulnerable position. Holding back on the Ghoul is never terrible, but I think it's better than Panther here. Also plays around Stegadon, hitting one thing. Do you always keep Spellstone in this style, even against aggro classes such as Paladin and Hunter? I think it would depend a bit on what I have next to it text. I think without anything, probably not. If I have like a longsword in my hand, I probably will. Or a first mate. Thanks for all the follows, guys. Like, really. Like, we broke 50k just very recently. So thanks so much for all that support. It means a lot to me. The Fool's Bane here is definitely strong. We could also trade and develop the Aberrant. But I think we're always looking for a swing turn, and this feels like we're going for it. That's extremely unfortunate. I mean, all planned. So we can longsword and kill it now. But, okay, so this is a tough call, right? Because if you play the Spiteful Smith, you can longsword next turn and it is insane. But you also allow him to steed the 5/5, which is really bad. If he steeds the 5/5, you get to Sunwalker. I think we need to play the Smith, but it's scary. It's very scary because steed is really good. But I don't think you win if you longsword, because you're just in a bad spot next turn. So we have to try. We'll just admit that it's a scary turn. Had it since the mulligan. Very, very scary turn. But you gotta play to win. And as we said, the Sunwalker is fairly good in return. Hope he doesn't have an additional ping. Yeah, it's easy to just equip the longsword and say, oh, I gotta kill that because he might have a steed. But then you equip the longsword, you haven't really developed anything aside from a swordsmith, and the next turn you're in exactly the same spot. Ooh. This is pretty sick. So you have Breaker plus longsword here, which means the 3 in the face could kill that. But then you're still one off killing the 4/7.
I wonder.
We're definitely doing that, right? So, very nice pickup
Your magic shall not save
for Mr. Breaker. If our face gets blocked by Get Down, that's fine, right? Because it still hits here. If that is Getaway Kodo, he gets to ooze this. Maybe we just go face. Let him double trade. Yeah. Getaway Kodo is kind of terrifying. What is the reason for not pre-bumping the 3/3? What is the reason for bumping the 3? I really don't want to be a smartass for this, but to answer your question, it's much easier if because obviously I think that going face is better, but If you tell me why you think pre-bumping is better, then it'll be easier to talk about it. Okay, so champ doesn't do that much. Face, double trades, does allow them to stay alive on 1 HP. If we double trade first, then it's redemption. I just get to go in with my face. So I guess the champ is fine. Yeah, the champ is actually more than fine. I don't know what I was saying.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Damage.
That was Kodo. Man, this weapon is so sick. They also have the new secrets. Correct, yeah, I already failed to play around that one time. Okay. Sure. I don't think we trade. I could definitely start with the Sunwalker, follow it up with the Razor Friend.
Don't mess with Tusk.
So trade, push 3, he goes to 14, 8, 10, 13, 15, yeah. I guess it is worth it. Sets up lethal and it plays around some whoopsies.
Well played. For the Alliance!
Justice shall prevail.
Shouldn't have missed the dust bar.
Watch your back.
Victory! on
Stolen Goods Warrior PogChamp. Oof, his hand. That helps.
The pleasure is mine.
Greetings. Storm Champion worked out pretty well. So Toxic Sewer's here. He hits us with the Shadow Blades, we cry. Ghoul, we throw away the ping. If he hits us with the Shadow Blades, we ooze, make him redagger instead of Aberrant. I'm gonna go play the Ghoul, but it's a tricky turn. Just because Shadow Blade and Deadly Poison are so good. Yeah. What's a good warrior curve? Well, what we're trying out right now is lots of good 3s, lots of good 4s. You could play Monk, but I think this makes more sense. So lots of good 3s, lots of good 4s, and then weapons and spellstone. That's what we're trying to do. And just staying alive. Why not Apprentice on which turn? Instead of Ghoul. Because he can just hero power it down. Or it's not likely to kill the thing. La. Dude, this weapon. That's such a sick swing here. Curve-wise, it's terrible, but this just dies, so. Get out of here. Nice Sunwalker draw would be good.
When Earth moves, empires fall.
Boy, Master Swordsmith. Swordsmith and Monk is pretty good actually, because it sets up 4 power to hit back in, unless he uses face here. If he kills the Monk, the Swordsmith can go in, or we can kill it with the Cleave.
What now?
Could also get the pings off next turn.
Bring me steel.
I am one with the candle.
Bring me stew! Do you still think Fool's Bane is better, even after the last 2 games? Yeah? The question was it better than the Razor, not the Longsword, right? I don't think anything is better than the Longsword. Okay. It's always like, you gonna get any more? Nope. Good. Good. Right.
I'll choose soon.
You love my new recipe.
Not eviscerate.
We got it!
So we could smack the 2/2, play the Apprentice. I think that's regardless fairly decent, because I think the other plays by default aren't that good, right? Next turn we have 8 mana. Can't play double 4. If I play a 5 now I can double 4, but Spellbreaker is not guaranteed to be good. I can't get over here, bud. You useless cobbled.
It's time for a lot of
It's time for a lot of blood. Longsword and Bane? No, I don't think anyone compares Longsword to anything other than 3 Consecrations for 3 mana. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good card. I think the jury is out on that one. Oh, that's not too crazy. Best result. 100% accuracy. What I love about the weapon as well is that it makes them think how much they want to add.
I'll choose soon.
Oh, that's just mean. Keeping the ooze for last. So we can silence that thing, but it doesn't really do anything right now. So I think it's just Smith hero power. At least he didn't have ooze earlier. This would have been so good, right? Breaker the dragon, hit the ooze, kabam. Kabam! Kablamo! We can silence that if it becomes problematic. Can also execute it. Ghoul would be insane here, like, because you can silence as well, and it's okay. So Fool's Bane hits for 5. You could enrage here, execute Fool's Bane these guys. You could enrage here, take 13, hero power, next turn have, so we're gonna be at 9. Or you could breaker it, right? Down to 6, but it doesn't matter. Down to 6 doesn't matter, right? No. Okay. With the portal in hand, I think you do it. Loktar, Ogar. Trading makes sense. One turn earlier, baby. I've got an upgrade left, and that is it. We could hit execute, portal, hero power. I don't think giving him coins matters anyway, right? So I think we can do this first. Okay. I think you do have to execute it, which kind of sucks. So we're at 9. He's gonna have 1 card versus our 4 cards. Oh, 11 now with the hero power, yeah.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Ooh. So that's 2 coins in his hand, right? Sunwalker's extremely annoying for him right now. Priestess bumping it up to 6 health doesn't really do anything. Duck, duck, duck. But we still play it.
Truth is my
Do you need a blessing?
I don't get why you would give him a coin. Well, some 4 drops it might matter, right? Whether we hit him. And I don't think giving him coins matters. So I think in that position I just opt to preserve brain power to see which 4 drop I'm getting first. It's pretty good for him. Goes for the smart. Not sure about the smart. Coin mattered? No. He would have had 1 regardless, Stein. Coin didn't matter. If it was only 1 coin, I agree. Don't give him a coin to combo activate. But because I was already giving him 1 coin, I figured getting the information off the Ironforge portal made more sense. Got the lethal right now. GG. Perfect. He's got 9. Close game though. The ooze was backbreaking. Crazy.
Well played. I choose.
GG.
Well played.
Ooze and we lose, yeah. The classic ooze and we lose.
Garrosh versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
Victory or death.
Versus Priest. Could keep the upgrade. It's definitely tempting. But I think we look for 3 or longsword. My screen will like go black for 3 seconds every so often, like I don't know, twice a day. Any idea, guys? You will pick an ooze over a frostbolt? Yeah, I can see that. So he played probe, right? So upgrade, execute, stolen goods, maybe. Ironforge portal. I don't know, guys, YOLO. I haven't tried yet. I think I want the damage of the ooze out first. Maybe not. Let's think about it. We have the ghoul to follow up with. Could also get the Valkyrie out and then have the ghoul.
What now? I'm
Could have silenced the bully. We played execute as well, right? So what could we have not done then if we break her to bully? Hot steal as well.
I live to serve the
How do you not hate seeing the timer next to the end turn button? More information is useful, right? Ooze seems alright. Well, it's not so much whether Ooze is good that turn. It's, is it good enough knowing what the next turns are coming up? So I need to play a bit around Nova. Could have a Dusk Breaker, but it's unlikely.
by his will.
Bring me steel.
2 Gibbers or not. Actually, the Nova isn't that bad, right? Trade Nova. You could bump here in Nova. Then you keep this and this, and you get the Valkyrie. Yeah, I think I will play the Gibbers. Get him, Gibber.
How long can this go on? How long can
You
this
played
go
the
on?
portal because the breaker died. Oh yeah, yeah, the breaker dies to the... No, no, you don't play breaker ever there, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. So he still has the spell. And... yeah, that's it. Still has the probed spell. I guess we get rid of the 2 Gibbers. Valkyrie here. Trade, trade. Trade, trade. Good silence, but I don't think that's required yet.
I will purify the fallen. Will.
You missed Shredder? Ugh. Right.
You are the Shadow's puppet.
My shield for Argus!
No lethal yet. Ooh. So Ghoul seems fairly okay. And then weapon hit, sack our Ghoul. If he screams, we play the 5/5s, which is really nice now. The blazing longsword there was insane. I'm assuming it's GG. You want Kraken back? Why is Dr. Stein? I mean, it's fun, right? Yeah.
Well played.
By his will.
I see some priests here and there as well. It could be that priest isn't that bad. What an easy game. Yeah, it's, I mean, even though Warrior's good, it's not like that popular. So most priests aren't really prepared for Warrior. He was thought stealing bad cards, you know. Was hoping to hit the juicy stuff. Our boy Ghoul. Oh, the upgrade on 1. Definitely. With the spellstone drawn 100%. How far are you with the testing? I'm narrowing it down. With Warrior, I feel like I'm making good progress. I'll try Warrior and Shaman. Okay, so it looks like we're taking 8, but we're on the board. Looking really good. What are your plans for Shady Pala? Will we keep it? Will we get Shady Gun? I think we can rotate Paladin out now, yeah, and get the Shady Gun in there. I might need to Stolen Goods next turn. So we have a huge Sunwalker flanking strike. Phoenix. If we get a good 3 here, that's good enough for me.
Don't mess with us.
Pre-hitting to play around the taunt. Let's go, boys. Earth Elemental with Divine Shield. Wow.
That didn't quite hit the mark.
I might actually ignore it. Oh no, walls, right? Can't ignore it, because I can't position these guys. Yeah. Have to kill it for the walls.
I wonder.
Justice shall prevail.
You go more of a control shaman? I usually like that. I'm going to try to make that work, yeah. That's quite brutal.
Well fought. I concede. Well played.
Juicy loose. I mean, yeah, feels like we got a pretty good warrior formula right now. Yeah, weapon hate is insane. What is the warrior formula? Look at the deck. This is actually not that great for it.
Fight with honor.
It's not such a great way of showing the formula, but essentially its strategy is just centered around surviving, picking like 2 spellstones if you can, and then just pick all the survival things you can. Hey Mozats, oh, thanks so much for the 100 bits. What's up? Like, we can't keep both, so we'll keep the Fool's Bane. Oh, baby, let's go.
Do you need a blessing?
Bring me steel.
More training?
Look at them buffing each other. More training? Make a dude. Make a dude. Weapon, Rally Blade, Maul, Sword of Justice. Okay. Alright, let's draw the Chain Gang and go off. I will take it. 100% taking it.
I live to
Great
serve
draws so
the
far.
Lich King.
Really insane draws. I did only 3 warriors, but I didn't get more than 1 spellstone in any of them. Well, I think you're supposed to get more than 1, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, baby. So I'm not sure whether you got unlucky in that or not.
It's time.
Man, this curve, don't get the dunk. So I have 1 now as well, so I think the survival things are more important than the spellstones, but obviously it's really, really nice to have, you know, at least 1 spellstone. The stolen goods has, funny enough, been pretty insane. Like, for stolen goods, you know how it usually is. That's annoying.
It's time.
Falco, welcome back, man. How long is that now? Thank you, man. How you been enjoying the meta, Falco? Okay. So Seer Kill It is tempting, but 7/8 Taunt Divine Shield is also pretty good. Think we need to get more out of the Seer, but it's, man, letting this thing buff twice is so insane. Only has 1 spell though. If he steeds that, we can get through, right? It's 10. Yeah, we can get through. The difference on board is too much, but it's scary. Scary shit. Scary shit. Trade, Seer, hit the Grime Street. 7/6 and a 2/3 versus a 2/1. Keep the execute. Face into the rock, execute. Trade into the 4/4, play ooze, not bad either. I think I'm gonna go for the Seer line, but yeah. Because his guys are gonna be too big to be AoE'd now.
Shall prevail.
So we're on the board, but we paid a big price. He got 3 cards, double buffed. Or just Stormwind. I don't think you can give him another tick. I think that's where it gets a little
The
insane.
light dims.
Oh, thank God that wasn't there. If we give him another tick, I think that's... Ooh. Are you good or do you just look good? Trade the 3/6, bump, smack the middle, ooze hero power. He keeps a 2/1 versus a 7/3, a 2/2 and a 4/3. Yeah, that looks fairly good. It also means we have the ooze developed for the champ. Man, this weapon's so good.
Justice shall prevail.
Ba-dunk. Nice name you got there, Wallow. Oh, now he played the ooze. At least the longsword deals very well with the Vine Cleaver. I'm not sure whether we upgraded yet. I think we might keep it a surprise. It's a bit risky if he has one of his own oozes, right? One of these guys. Then you wish you upgraded already. The weapon is way too good. Well, warrior needed something pretty darn sick.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
I'm unstable.
Reporting for duty.
So, do we need the execute? Kind of do, right?
What?
Upgrade, hit it, aberrant, execute. So, upgrade. Then go here.
It's time for sugar.
Actual miss lethal. I'm fairly certain it's not lethal, but yeah, feel free to type out how you're supposed to kill it. Alright, one spellbreaker, please. An execute will do. What else? Couple apprentice will not. Can't complain. Just need an execute or a silence here, otherwise we're done. No, Wind Fury, he picked that too fast.
Well played.
Ah! Tough game, tough game. Steed is good. Steed is good. But hey, for a warrior deck that didn't really hit what we wanted, getting 10 is not too bad.